Hey everybody, this is Darren Benton with Performance Motorcoaches again. I'm going to do a walkthrough video of a garage unit here. This is a sold unit for a customer. Realize it's a little windy today, kind of difficult to showcase this inside, so we're outside. We'll try to go over most of the specifics inside. Let's do a quick walk around and then we'll jump inside. So this is a 2021 Cascadia. This is the 116-inch version right here, so a little bit shorter hood, a little bit smaller motor than what you would typically see that I would build. I have to tell you, I drove it back from Indiana last weekend, and it was a rocket ship. Did great. DD13 with the DT12 transmission, a lot of power. Really and truly, if I didn't know that it was the DD13, I would have sworn it was the larger motor. So it did great. Really kind of it made me think a little bit harder and heavier about using a smaller chassis at times. But we kind of step back here, see the elevated garage portion over the back. Everything was basically built to spec for this particular customer right here. Every bit of color, the awning, everything. So obviously everybody has their own opinions about things, but pretty happy with the way that turned out. The black trim, the black awnings on the white, really is a good looking coach inside and out. We'll run back here to the back. So dual entry right here. The entry doors are all tied in together, so the key fob or the keypad will activate either door. Makes it pretty handy. This is right about I think this was about 11-foot garage for the customer. They race go-karts, and they wanted basically a unit to be able to continue going to the tracks. They have a Showhauler that's coming in that's a garage unit that'll be on trade, but this is their brand new unit. 1,600-pound Thiemann liftgate on the back. So, it'd be good for a smart car, be good for motorcycles, even larger motorcycles. Did the elevated garage just to be able to accommodate, extra storage. I don't know if they have any kind of internal lifts for their carts, but it wasn't that much more money to do. It's actually a drop garage on the floor and then raised garage at the rear. For some of the people that have seen some of the Renegade videos and know the Renegade line, Renegade basically built their own liftgate on the back. Definitely a cool look. This is, in my opinion, more utilitarian. You can basically service this lift at basically any dealer in the country as far as the Thiemann lift, and it's basically on every box truck that's out there on the market. So a little bit more serviceability in my opinion. It does have the 40,000-pound hitch on the back. That receiver has to be removed to be able to operate this up and down. Pretty simple operation here. Just basically up and down, plugs in there. Drop all the way down to the ground, and it will raise all the way up there. So nothing wild and crazy there. We'll walk around just to come on the other side to let you guys see both sides of the unit. Close this guy right here. So basically all storage underneath on both sides, rearwards of the axle. Twin slides on it. The Liftco slide mechanism, probably my favorite slide mechanism out on the market. Just very problem free. Come around to the front. Kind of peer in the cab just a little bit. Factory seats, there again, that makes a huge difference. All the Renegades come with an aftermarket seat. The factory seat's much more comfortable in my opinion. We did not recover these to match anything else. Customer just wanted them left as is. But typically we'll take and recover those. But as far as the matching, it doesn't really stand out of place or anything. Go ahead and jump inside. Great new look on the Cascadia. The projector headlights, I don't see too well at night, and I can tell you that compared to like a Ford truck or a Chevrolet pickup, those headlights are 10 times nicer. We'll come inside here. Nice robust door here, very stout screen door. So if you have dogs or something like that, you wouldn't have to worry about them damaging that lower portion of the screen. come in here and talk a little bit more about the chassis itself. So like I said earlier, that's the Freightliner Cascadia 116, so it's a little bit shorter unit than the 126. That will force you to the DD13, so it's a 12.8 liter Detroit diesel, and then we match this up with the Detroit transmission. So the DT12 transmission did a phenomenal job, ran basically 75 and 80 the whole way home, had no problem maintaining those speeds and higher wind, did a great job. So just continue to be impressed with the product. There again, I'm a much larger fan of the Freightliner Cascadia than any other truck out on the market. This particular couch setup right here is what the customer wanted. It's very similar to their current unit. So basically, there's another table here. I didn't set both of them up, but this table can go there or there. You can do dual tables. The only thing that I wish is they would space those out perfectly so you could put the table smack dab in the center. So that's, if I ever do that again, I will make sure that it's spaced equally so you can do that table smack dab in the middle there. As far as the colors chosen on this, it's just natural maple, just a clear, basically like a clear coat over the top. We used a soft touch ceiling, soft touch wall, and then we just did a standard wall board below right here. But very happy with the way that all the colors turned out. This was a pretty easy build. We really appreciate when we can have customers like that. Went through and we had everything dialed in about 2 or 3 weeks. So really happy about that. I'll go back and kind of talk about the chassis. People always ask about capacities and such, so I'll just run through everything as far as the capacities go. Single 120 gallon fuel tank that'll be located underneath the passenger here. All your emission stuff will be located on the right hand side, so you could add more fuel tanks. It becomes very problematic, adds a lot of weight, so we get that question quite a bit about additional fuel. Really and truly, I feel 120 gallons is really all you need, and it doesn't press the envelope as far as a weight rating up front. As far as fresh water on board here, there's 2 75-gallon water tanks. If you're looking at a Showhauler, if you're looking at a Renegade, all the water will be below the bed itself. So 150 gallons of fresh water. This is a single bath, so we just did standard gray and black, so 72 gray, 72 gallon black. Very utilitarian in that all the plumbing on this coach is all run above the floor itself. Nothing basically goes underneath. Great for really cold environments, great for serviceability. If you do have any kind of water leak, it's very accessible. That's a huge difference that Showhauler does compared to any other manufacturer out there on the market. Kind of go through the kitchen here. Lots of storage here and there. The standard pull-out trash can, so I do that on everything, all the way across the board. The cabinetry itself is all dovetail, and then they are soft close as well. A little pop-up USB and 110 connection there. Entertainment goes right here. So every Showhauler will come standard with a Blu-ray player and the surround sound. So basically those are hooked up to ceiling speakers, and there's a subwoofer that generally will go below the couch itself. Just did a Corian countertops. All the Corian will come with sink covers. That's kind of a nice feature there. As far as some of the components, as far as refrigerators, microwaves, because of shortages in the industry, if you might watch a video and say, well, there's this one refrigerator that I saw, or there's this, what microwave are we using? I can tell you right now, that's not something we can really lock into place because there's such huge shortages out in the market. I've got a customer, we're building a unit for him, is a home builder, and he's like, it's crazy, so we can't get anything. So just kind of keep that in mind. Everything is, of course, custom to Showhauler. The tile floor was exactly the tile floor she wanted. It was laid the exact way that she wanted, so that's pretty cool. Large pantry back here. Didn't do a pull-out pantry there. Again, it's fully up to the new owner as far as customization there. Pocket doors. People that have watched me a little bit will talk about pocket doors, and people, they think that pocket doors don't exist. So there's obviously pocket doors here to isolate the bathroom here. It does have an isolated Toilet over here. I don't know how much this we can catch being a little bit smaller environment. You'll see no skylight over there. That's where I like to jump in the shower and kind of show people how much room. So I'll close it up. I can still basically use this guy right here. There again, you can do this setup right here. You could do just a regular shower head. Basically kind of the sky is the limit as far as options there. Kind of a small little linen closet here, and then I will open this guy up right here. So standard flushing toilet. Because the customer had owned a Showhauler in the past, they were pretty familiar with the way that they were built. There again, that's my particular preference, is doing a standard flushing toilet, not the macerator. So I'll plop in here. Still a fair amount of room, to sit down here. If you're, brushing your teeth, doing your makeup or anything like that, a fair amount of room here. There is a hydronic heater that's located in this bathroom. There's a separate control here that I really can't show you, but separate control for the hydronic register right down below. We'll go over the electric. Super clean, super easy. Basically everything that runs off the shore power or your generator is right here. Everything that's run off of the inverter is right here. And the nice thing is if you ever change your mind and need to be able to run a separate plug off of the inverter, everything is very accessible. I've taken electrical out of this and swapped it over here, so definitely not a problem to do that. Little storage here. It's part of the Firefly network here. Kind of skipped over that. Go over this Firefly. The difference, you'll see this in a lot of different coaches out on the market. The difference with Showhauler, they don't bring things like slide outs and thermostats into this system right here. The reason why they don't do that is because if you have a major failure here, everything goes down. So not only can you not turn your water pump on, you can't bring a slide out in, you can't operate awning. So it's unique to have that in there until it fails. So there again, very utilitarian. The lights have always been on a multiplex system. This is just a more advanced version. Start and stop your generator, but you can also start and stop your generator from independent switches as well. I come back here. This particular customer, like I said, didn't have a need for a closet slide, didn't have a need for a TV back here. They wanted more storage. They go out for long periods of time, so it was important to have a lot of closet here. Bring this guy so it's not making all kinds of racket. Basically hanging sideways to be able to have more depth here. And then down below, these are completely convertible. So if they decided they wanted like an extra shelf, we can order an extra shelf from Showhauler, and there is a clothes rod there as well. So these are fully convertible. And that's something we always try to do. We try to make everything open for not only its new owner but future owners down the road. So I mean, that's to me something pretty simple, but it's something that I like to always think about going through the build process of, okay, how can we make this just a little bit better for the next guy down the road. Come back here into the garage. Just did basically a rubber coin floor here. Access up top. Hopefully I can remember to close that before we park in the garage and not knock that off. But TV back here. I gather from the conversation that they spend a lot of time at the tracks racing, and that will be hanging out here or basically going to bed. We did all the walls just in the white aluminum. There again, you could do just a standard wood product. You could do carpeted walls. There's a lot of different stuff, and we did basically access as far as vents. So basically, we could position that vent right there where it sucks in, and then the vent right down here would basically vent out. We'll come back through here. It's always fun doing these units. I appreciate you guys always coming back and always liking the videos. You know, we really enjoy interacting with customers. Pretty proud of this one. Like I said, you know, all the colors turned out great. You know, the fact that it rode and drove so good, very, very happy for the new customers. For somebody that is looking for a garage unit, we'll probably about I would probably say the first week of April is when we'll have their new unit cleaned up. I think it's a 2010 garage unit. This stuff's pretty hard to come by right now, so don't think that'll stick around too long. But always come back. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and come back to the next video. Thank you.